WandaVision might be the first series that has had almost a different opening per episode, which is kinda odd because the main purpose of an opening credit sequence is to hook the audience, and that's why TV shows usually keep the same opening song for as long as they air by changing only the shots they use in the sequence. Even anime, who tend to change the intro song quite often, do it after several episodes or after the ending of a season or saga. That's why though I knew each WandaVision episode was contextualized in a different decade, I was intrigued by the fact that each one of them has had a different opening. But although they are different themes, they must have some sort of unity, so the audience can tell that they are watching the same show episode after episode. I know you consciously can tell that you're watching the same series week after week, but if your subconscious is not able to tell that too, you might unconsciously develop some sort of undesired strangeness towards the show. And that's what takes us to the title of this video. If you don't know what music unity is, here's a basic explanation. Music composition is conceived by unity and contrast. Unity is basically repetition, which gives the sense of structure and cohesion, and contrast means change, which gives the sense of flow and movement. Both of these concepts coexist with each other constantly. Well, all of these 7 themes have music similarities with each other. Listen to this. You can also hear it at the end of some trailers. This is the motif that we're gonna focus on because all the upcoming themes will show variations of this idea. Now listen to this. Though it's not the exact same melody, it's a similar curve. Both start with a large jump down the scale, then another jump but up the scale this time, and finally a shorter movement up again. This idea is repeated throughout most of the theme. It's an ostinato that takes the same melody from the first part of the theme and has the melodic curve twice. Even the singers join with the exact same idea at the final part of the theme. The episode 3's theme takes the motif in a different way. It appears at the end of this phrase. The intervals are different too, but it still keeps the curve down, up, up. This idea reappears at the middle of the theme with a half-step key change. The theme ends with the same motif as well. Episode 5's theme shows a consistency in the motif's rhythm. And then again as counter melodies here. And also the final part. It has an extra note at the end there, mainly for releasing the tension. But the core of the idea remains the same. At this point, you may have already noticed that all of these 4 themes have the word WandaVision song with variations of the motif we've been talking about. It's not just a mere Easter egg. As I said at the beginning, the purpose of an opening is to hook the viewer. By giving you the word WandaVision song with the same 4-note pattern episode after episode, it's easier for you to assimilate that all the themes are somehow musically connected, even when they sound quite different from each other. Episode 6's theme has the motif in a very cool guitar riff. Just as the theme from episode 2, it has the melodic curve twice and it's repeated over and over. The exact same riff reappears later if you pay close attention to the background music. This theme has the word WandaVision yelled instead of sung. I think that's because this is a punk rock song and vocal melodic lines in punk usually don't have large jumps. And as we've seen on the previous themes, the motif always starts with a large jump down the scale. Hearing this kind of intervals in a vocal melodic punk line would be really weird, and that's why the composers or the arrangers chose the guitar instead of the voice to play the motif, I guess. About the next one, I actually started making this video before episode 7 premiered, so I was really counting on this theme to have the motif at some point, so this video could have some meaning whatsoever. Fortunately it does. At the very end of the theme you can hear it. This theme doesn't have the word WandaVision song either, but it's an instrumental tune, so give me a break. And finally, the moment we were all waiting for. Agatha's. I was certainly not expecting her to have her own theme, much less that her theme would have the motif. Once more. This is probably the most developed variation of the motif we've seen so far. It didn't just take the idea to a lower register, but melodically developed it even more. This idea reappears at the middle of the theme with a little change at the end. So, if you were wondering why all the themes sounded kinda similar, now you know why. All the themes were written by these guys, and I think they did an amazing job. And once you know all the effort they made to make the themes sound alike, it makes you appreciate them even more. Let me know in the comment section down below what's your favorite theme and why. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please push the like button and subscribe for more. See ya!